Tonight, some Hoosiers are expressing frustrations about a bill before Indiana lawmakers. This is a bill with proposed cuts to the state's Medicaid programs.
Many fear the proposed cuts could lead to many Hoosiers either losing Medicaid coverage or paying more. Karen Campbell is live at the State House to fill us in. Karen?
Hey there. Well, Hoosier Action was the group that led today's rally here at the State House. They brought together about 100 Hoosiers, all who came from across the state of Indiana. Now, they all had one goal: to demand that lawmakers not pass Senate Bill 2.
What kind of action? Who's taking action?
At the Statehouse Tuesday,
copy turned in on time.
Hoosiers rallying to save Medicaid from proposed cuts.
These provisions will not only lead to dangerous coverage loss for Hoosier families, they will also make Indiana's Medicaid programs more inefficient and more expensive to run.
Changes to Medicaid programs under Senate Bill 2 is being debated.
These aren't just statistics. These are our sons, our daughters, our parents, and our neighbors.
Like the $880 billion in cuts passed by the House of Representatives in February. While amendments have been made, lawmakers want to put caps on enrollment to Medicaid programs like the Healthy Indiana program, a program for Hoosiers between the ages of 19 and 64 who meet specific income levels. A program which currently has more than 650,000 Hoosiers enrolled. Lawmakers want to decrease that number to 500,000.
I'm a person with disabilities who's on Medicaid.
Ashley Caveda from Indianapolis says Medicaid saved her life.
I was in a car accident at the age of 6, along with my siblings, and both my brother and I were paralyzed, and my family depended on Medicaid. So we had in-home caregivers, and that's how we got our wheelchairs, that's how we got our medicine.
Some who've lost the ability to work don't want to be among those cut from the program.
So I know from the standpoint of someone who has less than I do, okay, how can you manage the medical costs?
One proposed change calls for reauthorization every 3 months instead of annually. It's something Caveda says is harmful.
I know for me, trying to fill that out every 3 months would be incredibly difficult. And then the government having to process that, that's also really expensive.
Let's stand up and be a moral authority.
And a burden for many Hoosiers.
Let's talk to the leaders.
Well, Senate Bill 2 will go before the House Ways and Means Committee tomorrow, as Hoosiers who rallied here today hope their voices ring loud and clear and that lawmakers get the message. Now, coming up at 6:15, you're going to hear more from Hoosiers and their concerns about the potential impacts this bill could have if passed. Guys.
All right, Karen Campbell reporting live for us downtown at the Indiana State House.
And then also at the State House today, lawmakers are considering a bill that could bring nuclear power to Indiana.
So if signed into law, it would create a pilot program for what are called small modular reactors, also known as SMRs. Supporters see this as a way to solve the state's need for more electricity.
But critics are concerned about the cost and who will pay for it.
Just please protect ratepayers, put the risk for these investments where they belong, on these deep-pocket companies, the big tech folks, not on ratepayers struggling to make ends meet.
So the bill would encourage institutional partnerships to help pay for and deploy these SMRs.
Those partners would include public universities, for example. Lawmakers did not vote on that measure today. We'll keep an eye on it. And know that you can always get caught up on all the news from the State House during this session by going to our streaming service on WTHR+.
You can catch a new episode of Crossroads Politics Sunday mornings at 9, as well as anytime on demand.